Hi, my name's Carol. I'm going to show you how to do Hardanger today. Let's start by covering the materials and equipment we'll need. In part 1, we're going to do the Hardanger kloster blocks around the outside. I'll come back to the tweezers later on because they're used for pulling out the threads. For the kloster blocks, I'm going to use DMC Perle cotton number 5 in colour number 800. For the needle weaving and the fancy square filets, I've used Perle 12 in colour number 931. As I don't want to pierce the fabric threads, I'm using a blunt tapestry needle, size 22. Next we'll move on to scissors. You want some fine bladed scissors, which are sharp. They need to be sharp so that you cut threads, not chew them. These angled scissors have the benefit of being able to get the points down through the fabric without touching the surface with the rest of your hand. You could also choose curved nail scissors, which have a similar benefit to the angled ones. Please don't try to use thicker scissors, such as the next pair I'm going to show you. The blades are much too thick and they're not sharp. A cluster block consists of 5 straight stitches, each worked over 4 fabric threads. So let me show you how this is done. Hardanger fabric is woven with double threads, so it's important not to split these when stitching. Come up in the first hole, then count across 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go down in the 4th hole. Then bring your needle back up at the beginning of the next stitch. After completing the 5 stitches in a block, you need to change the direction of the stitches for the next one. In this instance, our next block needs vertical stitches. However, as we just went down to the left of the stitch, we cannot reuse that hole without undoing it. So we need to count up 4 threads and work our stitch from the top down. We will continue in the same way for the entire block of 5 stitches. Something you should never do is take your stitch diagonally from block to block. If you have a stitch on the back that goes across in a diagonal direction, that can cause all sorts of problems when it comes to doing the cutting and the decorative stitching later. Actually, that isn't quite true, as you can have diagonal stitches between blocks if you're working a row where the blocks are side by side and not in a diagonal stair-step formation, such as we're doing here. As we complete this block, we need to change direction again for the last block on this side of our diamond. Remember, don't cut across the corner. This time we can reuse the hole where our last stitch started. After this block, we want to head in a different direction. It's easy to get carried away and carry on. Ask me how I know. Be careful not to get a tangle. You don't want to notch your thread. We're about to change to vertical stitches again here. On this occasion, we can reuse that first hole from the last stitch and work from bottom to top. As this next side of our diamond is basically a repeat of the first part, just heading in a different direction, I'll speed the video up a little bit for us. As we're nearing the next corner, or the next pivot point, I've slowed the video back down. So we've got one more block, vertical block to do at the top here, and then we'll go down the other side. I might not record all of that because again it's a repeat of what we've done already. I thought I'd just jump in here and show you how to fasten off a thread when it gets too short. I always complete a block before fastening off. Just slide the needle and thread through the back of about 3 blocks and then come back through the last one, skipping the first stitch. Otherwise you just pull it all out again. This is how the completed kloster box will look when you've finished all 4 sides of the diamond. The next step would be to cut and withdraw some of the fabric threads, leaving a grid work. Only cut along the ends of the stitches, not alongside them. We will then needle weave the remaining fabric threads and add some decoration in the form of square fillets.